Hello, welcome back to another MRE review. I'm JoeMRE, and today we're going to check out Menu 15, Mexican style chicken stew. It's going to be delicious. As you can see, it's a meal ready to eat individual, which is what I am. That's me. I'm pretty hungry, so we're going to open it up. I like to take a knife that I found in the back alleyway. It was pretty sharp when I found it. I've used it about a dozen times now. But it's still pretty sharp. Oh yeah. You really want to get a good whiff on the inside. Oh. A lot of MREs have a lot of good treats inside of them. This MRE is one of the best I've come across. Just look at that. You got your standard, you got your... Here's the first thing that I pulled out in the MRE. It's your main Mexican style chicken stew. We'll be checking that out shortly. And also we got another little treat. Got a gun. We'll be checking this out on a couple of dummies here in a minute. Put that there next to the knife. And now, oh wow, this is a real treat. Not only did it come with the gun, you got 2 cigarettes, 2 loose cigarettes. I am ecstatic. Today, for those of you that don't follow me on the internet, is my birthday. And this is quite the treat. I'm looking forward to this. Well, let's carry on, shall we? I'm having a little birthday drink. It goes great with pancakes if you're having something that resembles breakfast. So, as we continue further, we have a flameless, blameless rationator. That's right, you don't have to feel blame for anything anymore when you use a flameless, blameless rationator. But do not overfill, that's the only way you can really disappoint. But that's besides the point. My producers are telling me that I gotta carry on, so that's what I'm gonna do. After I collect my thoughts. But sometimes, oh no, I've been informed I gotta go. So here we go. This is JoeMRE's speed review. Now this is a real fine crackers vegetable. This is what you want in an MRE if you want to feel satiated and also a little thirst provoked. Right now I have a good amount of liquid that's keeping my thirst at bay. So that's a good thing. Otherwise, it would be one of my angry reviews, but a lot of audience members find them sick and disturbing. Wow, look at that. This one actually came with a spoon this time. The last 4 I reviewed didn't come with a spoon. It was very heartbreaking as I had to use my hands, which were dirty from rust. I have to harvest my wood from the rust mines left over by the fallout from the Fukushima blast, but that's really besides the point. Now this is something. I have a mini DV. I can use this in my camcorder when I try to do my pornographic tapes with things such as a broomstick with a dress on it. That's another video. I have to put that on another site because they don't allow that here. I get demonetized daily. I'm gonna put this next to gun. Oh, look at that. A real taste of home. You got the Reese's Pieces. Now this is delicious. It's got all the sugar and it's kind of melted down because it was properly stored. But it's gonna be a good 1-bite snack. That's what I'm really known for here on this channel, is 1-bite snacks. Oh God, here we go. This is how you know it's really my birthday. I'll look at that camera. Wow. It's the jalapeno cheese spread. Amazing. These are so rare that I can't even describe how rare they are. I'm going to put these on my Reese's Pieces coming up next. It's going to be delicious. Oh. Pardon me, that was a little bit of I got a rough moment there. But look at this, chocolate hazel cocoa. This is a great energy drink that contains no vitamin A. It contains no vitamin C. 4% iron. That's going to keep my blood clotting, which I need more of because my open sores are still open. Would you look at that? You got the Italian pepperoni pizza crackers. These are going to taste almost halfway like garbage because, you know, Italian food's gone downhill since it's just gone downhill. Nothing against Italian people, but your food, you're not trying anymore. Oh, look at that crushed red pepper. 1 gram. They're really trying to spoil us in this one. Look at that. Applesauce with raspberry puree. See, this is where most of your carbohydrates are going to come from. Look at that. 30 grams of carbohydrates. 30 grams. I'm not joking. 30 whole grams of carbohydrates. You just don't find that anymore. It's amazing. Wow. There's quite the mess in here. Well, I'm going to dig a little deeper. Oh my God. Now this is real patriotism right here. USA, United States of America, which is where I reside and do all these wholesome videos for you, the viewers. It almost makes me want to cry just because of all this country's done for me. But anyway, that's for another video. Oh, I'm going to dig a little deeper here. Wow. Fallout protection. What to know and do about nuclear attack. Let's go ahead and open to the middle of the book. Let's start here. A plan but no time. Your first warning of nuclear attack could be the flash of an explosion. Don't look at it. Quick action during the next few seconds could save your life. If you're inside, dive under or behind the nearest desk, table, sofa, or other piece of sturdy furniture. Try to get in a shadow. If you have no basement, you can improvise a shelter by digging a trench next to the house and making a lean-to structure with the house doors. Wow, very helpful. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, this is what I was afraid wasn't in here. It's the actual nutritional facts for the Mexican-style chicken stew. Look at that. There's 19 grams of protein in there. I'm not joking. 19 whole grams of protein right there. I can't believe it. And this is just one meal, folks. I'm actually gonna grow a little bit of muscle and not be so frail. Wow. So you know what I say at this point. Let's look at this mess. How about we organize it onto a tray? Nice, as some would say when they get things organized onto a tray. Let's get into that accessory packet. Wow. This is what they call the aggressive accessory packet, as you can tell by the cinnamon gum. They really want you on your fighting toes with this one. So we're gonna get into it now. Just trying to get into it a little bit. See if gun will help get on the sharp corner of the gun. Sometimes you can just, well, maybe not. So I'll get out my knife. I got this knife from my granddad. He was fighting a deer out in the deep woods of Minnesota. He ran out of bullets at the time, and all he had left in his pocket was this knife. So he jumped on the deer's back, rode him for 5 miles, and then he slit his throat whenever the deer got tired. I love my grandpa, and I love this knife. Wow. So, after using that knife that I got from my grandpa, which I love, we got our aggressive accessory pack open. Right here we have a beverage-based lemonade. Net weight, 3.9 grams. I'm really not joking about the 3.9 grams. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. I'm not joking. 3.9 grams. This is really turning out to be a fantastic birthday. Let's get in here. We had iodized salt as opposed to just regular table salt. Although, speaking of salt, there is one man who's quite the salty individual. He's an awful man from Russia. You know, one time he made a man dig his own grave, and then he made him eat his foot for sustenance for 12 days before he would actually make him sleep in his grave for the final time when he brought in a ton of dirt to bury him under. It was quite sad, and that man is horrible. But moist toilets, that can clean up about any mess that you can get on your hands. Wow, they're really generous with this one. And I haven't seen this in 3 to 5 years. I can't really remember, but this is actual Lighthouse from San Francisco, California toilet paper. Let me go ahead and, I really haven't felt toilet paper like this in years. This is, I'm really amazed. I got a couple of messes I could clean up with this. Look at that. You can almost see the thread count. Don't worry, folks. I'm really strong, so sometimes things break that aren't supposed to. I'm gonna put that right there. I do feel the vestige of a poop coming on. I'll use that toilet paper shortly. But that's besides the point. Now let's get to our aggressive cinnamon bubblegum. Wow. Sometimes you don't get 2 of them. A lot of times rats like to get into these and they'll eat them all up. And that makes me sad because sometimes I want to get a little aggressive with my little gum. But that's besides the point. Put that on top of my toilet paper. You know, some in Russian MREs, like the type the awful man likes to review, the flameless ration here is contained within inside the gun. It's very dangerous. Sometimes the children on the military base will pick them up thinking it's ready for battle, but really it's just ready for a meal, so they can't defend themselves properly. But the awful man from Russia likes to laugh about it. I don't find it very funny. It's a horrible thing. It's horrible. Wow. But in the Russian MREs, they have a flameless ration here located right inside of there. It's very dangerous. If you needed to use the gun itself, you wouldn't, it'd be useless. It's horrible. But we're going to put that over here for now. And look at that. And because of lax trash laws, I can just do this. It just goes away. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Well, let's get into the rest of it, shall we? We're gonna get into this chocolate hazelnut cocoa. So I'm gonna get out my can here, and I'm going to go ahead and transform it into a bit of a glass. So what you do, use your strength and pinch it at the end. And you take your scissors. You can be right or left-handed for this, it doesn't matter. And you just cut it like that. Look at that. Pretty good, right? And whatever beverage is left at the bottom, see, look at that, there's something left in there. It looks almost like it's rancid. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and just dispose of it. Look at that, it's gone. So you can dispose of it in many ways. Let's get into this beverage cocoa powder. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, it actually smells like cocoa powder. My director is informing me of a change of pace. Oh, he's saying no, keep rolling. That's okay. Well, look at that. Now that we added the cup that we made, we're gonna put our chocolate Hulk, not our Hulk Hogan beverage base. That'd be ridiculous. Well, look at that. Wow, they're really generous with this one. Okay. Hey, now we got all of it. Now, according to the directions, we want to add about 6 ounces of hot or cold water into the canteen, but this is the closest thing to a canteen I could find. That's all I have. Now I have some a PP that I have boiled down to just a water base, which I will use for the cocoa powder. Look at that, folks. That's satisfying. See? And because this one actually comes with a spoon, I don't have to stir it with my hands. Wow. They really used the loudest plastic that they could to package this. That's amazing. Oh yeah, it's definitely not enough water to stir all this, but that's okay. Yeah, it's, I feel I didn't use enough water, but that's okay. The chunks can be extra protein if you put your mind to it. That's fine. Oh yeah. Oh, I got a little bit on my arm there. I hope it doesn't burn like the last kind. I got a real bad 3rd-degree burn. I got some of the electrolyte powder on my skin. That's fine. It's okay to be a little burned. And now what we're going to do is take a little bit of our toilet paper ration and wipe down our spoon. It's a little chunky. That's fine. Definitely want to make sure to keep your fallout protection in pristine condition. So it's probably best that you don't have it on your tray of food that's been organized. Look at that, Department of Defense. That's how you know it's a real deal. Now let's read another passage, shall we? A hand-operated air blower like this one at the left would provide ample ventilation for any underground family shelter. Other models are being developed, so I would check with your manufacturers to see if they have the latest model of hand-operated air blower for proper ventilation. Oh dear, someone is outside my window. I'm a little frightened, but that's okay. I have a gun. The gun will keep me safe through these transgressions. I provided of a TV pastor, his name was Pastor Taker. I gave him $50 and he sent me a lovely picture of himself. And I have somewhere, but I don't really remember. I've had multiple shelters throughout the years. Oh God. I think they're... Maybe if I talk a little softer, they'll go away. Okay. I think we're in the clear. Moving on. I think this chocolate beverage base is ready for testing. Oh yeah, that's what I call breakfast. It's delicious. Wow. It's important to get any sharp objects away from your food because you don't want to get contaminated with hepatitis A, B, or C. Uh-oh. Looks like those people are back. That's fine. I'm gonna keep going. But I'm gonna keep gun really close to me from now on. These can also be used as a weapon too. If you jam this in someone's jugular, they could bleed out. Yeah, it's gonna be close to me too. I'm gonna get a little bit more of this beverage. Wow, that's authentic. It tastes just like cool hazelnut powder. So what we're going to do is move on to these crackers vegetable. Wow. I can't figure out how to open it. It's amazing. It's almost completely sealed. I don't really get into this one. There's got to be something here. Now, would you look at that? It's almost like... Wow. I gotta really think about this one. I'm gonna need your help out there in the world that's viewing me. Oh my God, there it is. I got it. Thank you for lending me your powers temporarily so I can open this pack of vegetable crackers. Which that's the mispronunciation. Don't say it like that. That's the wrong thing to say. Wow. Oh yeah. See, it's a good birthday when you wipe your face with a tissue and there's no blood that comes off. It's when you know you're having a really good day. But before these crackers, these Reese's are really talking to me. So I'm gonna get into some of this yummy chocolate. Wow, look at that. Net weight 1.53 ounces. It's, god damn. Sorry to use such harsh language, folks. I'm really excited because not only are these rare, it's my birthday. And some language is okay on your birthday. Oh yeah, those are real Reese's Pieces, not that imitation kind. That's a little bite at home. So now, it's important to balance your diet with a little bit of fat. So we're gonna get some of our fat from the cheese spread with jalapenos. Like, wow, we can get a balanced diet today. So here we go. Just gotta get this a little bit more open. It's fine. Sometimes it's okay. Wow. Sorry folks, you really want to see this. You can make cool designs. I'm gonna draw a Homer Simpson. Look at that. Wow. I should be the next Matt Groening. Look at that. It's exactly what Homer Simpson looks like. I'm quite amazed. So what we're going to do is take our art that we made and break it apart. Because it's good to fragment your art so people don't really understand what exactly it is you're trying to do. That's how subliminal messaging works. You just gotta work at the subconscious, but not too much. You have to really plan it out. Wow. Crackers Vegetables never lets you down. It's delicious. Sometimes I'm really amazed at what people can do in the industry of food. I'm gonna get some more of this beverage. Wow. That's good. Well, I found a Reese's that was straggling back here. Look at that. There's no M. So this isn't an M&M. I'm not trying to pull your leg. There's no M. I'm not lying. There's no M. I'm gonna enjoy that. According to some calendars, today would mean I turned 38. But according to the new standard calendar presented by Thornberry Jim, I'm 167 years old. Who's Thornberry Jim, you might ask? Well, he's a very powerful man. And I would say he's more awful than that man from Russia that made a man dig his own grave and eat his own grandchild just for sustenance. It's horrible. Men like that don't deserve delicious MRE meals like this. But yet he somehow gets a hold of them. But I'm glad that I got my Crackers vegetable and gun. And so I'm gonna hold court. And if I ever see that Russian, that bad man, that awful man, I'm gonna handle him the only way I know how. Much like the way my grandpa handled that deer. I'm gonna get on his back. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna get that awful man, just like my grandpa got that deer. I'm gonna get on his back and ride him for 5 miles and take out with the knife, and I'm gonna slit his throat. This cracker is gonna taste much like the victory when I can handle that awful man from Russia. He likes to refer to himself as the Gulag priest, but I don't like what he's preaching. That's good. That jalapeno spread, it's really, you can really taste the dullness. Like, it really takes you out of where your mental state is currently. And you feel almost numb to the horrors around you. It's quite nice and refreshing. Look at that. It's crushed red pepper. I don't know how I feel about it, but it's what it is. So let's move on to the pepperoni crackers, shall we? I know some of you diehards you can't wait for me to taste this. I've never actually had a pepperoni pizza cracker before, so this is going to be a real treat. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh my God. I can't believe this. This is rarer than gold. This is rarer than diesel fuel. This is even more rare than drinkable water. This is actually what some people will call a pizza roll. Pizza rolls are delicious. They contain a filling that is much like, you remember what Oliver North sold? It was crack cocaine. This is what it's like, having a filling of crack cocaine. It tastes just like pizza. I'm already hooked. I'm gonna get some more of this beverage. It's delicious. I'll get a little bit more crackers vegetable before I lose my mind. That's the dullness that you want to taste and feel. Eat it through the harshest of times. Oh yeah. This is a fantastic birthday. Oh, I almost forgot. We really gotta get into this beverage-based lemonade. Yeah, that's a real treat. So I got another can that I acquiesced for my trash. And we're gonna do the same technique. Remember, folks? You want to pinch it at the end? There you go. You get your trusty scissors, right or left-handed, depending upon what you choose. Look at that, now you've made a delicious drinking vessel. I'm quite satisfied with that. I can't tell you how much. This is going to be amazing. This is at least the top 5 birthdays I've ever had. I don't even know where to begin with them. The other 164 birthdays. Depending upon which calendar. Oh, as you can see, there's still residue in this can. This is actually a little bit of camel piss. I came across a real camel that escaped from a zoo that had a fallout bunker. And then, as you can see, I've disposed of it with my mouth. There you go. So we're going to dump that beverage base right in there. Look at that. I don't think this one will require as much water as the cocoa powder does. I could probably use a larger vessel to contain some of these, what I would call radioactive chunks. But it's okay. My Geiger counter hasn't gone off in weeks, although I've ran out of batteries recently, so that could be the case. But, so what do you know about batteries? They're important to have along with food and ammunition if you're trying to survive any sort of extended period of no government control. Some government's okay, but the size our government got was too much. And that's when the nuclear war happened. Now it's starting to dissolve. It's pretty good. But what we gotta do is clean off some of the residue as to not contaminate the lemonade base. So we're gonna use some toilet paper. Oh yeah. We're gonna really clean that. You really want to get this, don't you, cameraman? It's okay. Now that is a clean spoon. Now that is what I would call a clean spoon. That is what I would call a clean spoon. So now I mixed the lemonade beverage. This is turning out to be quite a workout, all this stirring. I think I have the carpal tunnel disease for my time as a hacker when I worked on computer systems. I worked for a company you might remember. It's called Microsoft. But not that Microsoft. It was different. We got bought out. They really just wanted the name. I worked on calculators mostly. Now I'm ready to try this. Oh, you can taste the diuretic almost immediately. I really have to go, which is a good thing I have some in this toilet paper. Now, for some of you who haven't seen toilet paper in a while, I do have a tutorial on how to wipe, you know, after you make. So, give me a thumbs up if you want to see that now, because this is our live stream. Okay. Wow. What? So now here's the coup d'etat. Here's our main Mexican style chicken stew meal. Now folks, I don't know if you can read this, but this does contain soy, so would be careful. Soy. We all know about the great soy wars of 2018. It was a quiet war, but there's a lot of bloodshed. I don't want to talk about it. So now let's move on to our flameless ration here. Our flameless, blameless ration here. Wow, I already don't feel any blame anymore for my participation in the soy wars. It's amazing. So it's important to follow the directions, because as you can see, do not overfill. You want to keep it in between the two lines. It's very important. Otherwise, you could end up harming yourself or others around you, which is never a good thing. You don't want to harm others unless they've provoked you. Oh, look at that. There's 190 calories, but 70 of which are from fat. That's okay. Wow, there's actually vitamin A in this. That must come from the meat portion of the main. And iron, 4%. And calcium, also 4%. Wow, I'm gonna feel great. So here we go. What you want to do here is take your, actually I don't know. It's amazing. We're gonna read the directions. Wow. Remove MRE from pouch and paperboard. Tear off bag top. Place MRE, pouch in bag with heater. While holding MRE, oh yeah. These are pretty simple directions. Even for a simple boy like me. I always give mine a little shake. Oh, I almost forgot. It's important to knead your food before you actually put it in there. I learned this from a fellow that also does MRE reviews. His name is...
Name redacted.
It's right. He's a lovely guy, very wholesome. Alright. And after you knead your food real good, we're going to go ahead and place it into this bag. It's important to keep the heater underneath the bag. Otherwise, bad things may happen to you. Unspeakable things. Like you might even come across that horrible man from Russia. So now, that's the easy part. And here comes the hard part. Not overfilling it. So what I like to do, I just took a cap full of GHB. So now I'm really ready for the experience. Look at that. That was GHB. Alright. Now we're going to make sure that we fill our water proportionately. Okay. Wow. I'm having a hard time. That's okay. That's fine. I'm gonna give it a good shake. And then remember the cardboard? You're gonna want that. It's important. Because you wanna, I can hear it. You can almost feel the heat myself. There we go. Wow, it's hard to do things without the proper amount of hands. I learned that from my granddad. He had 8. 8 hands, we call them. 8-hand granddad. He was amazing. I think you would have liked him if you would have met him. There we go. Now, it says to lean it against things periodically as you cook. So I'm going to be leaning it against various items I have available to me. Would you look at that? Remember our chocolate? Remember our cocoa hazelnut beverage base? Look at that, there it goes. It's leaning. It's amazing. Uh-oh. I hear some raiders outside. I'm almost a little nervous. But it's a good thing this MRE came with a gun. See, now I really feel safe. I'm gonna put that next to the applesauce with raspberry puree. It's delicious. Now it's time to rotate what I lean it against. Wow. Lemonade-based drink. Now that's really sturdy. You want to allow your MRE to cook for 8 to 15 minutes. That's what it says on the package, and that's what I'm going to do. So in the meantime, wow, I'm a little nervous. Okay. I want to hold just for 2 more seconds. It's good that the dogs sound far away. If the dogs sounded any closer, I'd have to close up shop. Okay. Alright, time to move on to applesauce with raspberry puree. See, as you can see here, this has 320% of your vitamin C. I've never seen that before. That's more vitamin C than the pirates had on the Santa Maria. Sometimes they'd have to eat the stowaway rats just to have a little protein. But that's okay. Rats taste fine with a little soy sauce. At least that's what Granddad taught us. Let's get into this now. Wow, that really opened right up. I'm going to move some of my crackers vegetable out of the way. After I take them out of the bite, of course, I can really feel the nutrients. It's pretty amazing. So since my tray is pretty dirty, I'm just going to dump it out into a cracker. That's amazing. I gotta clean off my spoon. Wow. I've never seen a spoon this clean before. Although I showed you a pretty clean spoon earlier in the taping. This looks pretty oxidized, that's okay. I can really taste the raspberries, that's amazing. Look at that. I'm gonna get another scoop here. It's slightly tart, so you don't eat too much, but it also makes you hold a lot of water, so there's no chance of going number 1. However, I do feel an abundance of number 2 coming on. That's okay. What we'll do to stop that is take a little bit more of the cocoa hazelnut drink. Then we're going to check in on that main. Oh, there's another runaway Reese's Pieces. Don't tell anybody I ate that. That was a joke. Now, I do have to make note that I did smoke some of my little cigarettes. They were delicious. I was going to get it on camera, but I feel it's negative to smoke in front of kids. I don't want to be a bad influence. I just want to teach you about the MREs that I find and enjoy. It helps me survive. And hopefully it helps you survive too. I lit the wrong end of this cigarette, as you can see, but I still enjoyed it all the way down to the name brand. Look at that. And this other one I smoked perfectly. I didn't like the wrong end of this cigarette. Wow. I'm feeling quite the rush for my lemonade-based drink. I think there's a bit of ephedrine in there to keep the troops up and alert, which I feel pretty alert. Wow, that was my smoke break. Now for a little more applesauce, and we'll check in on that main. This is what I call good. Never mind the pungent odor of fish. It's normal, they tell me. I'm gonna lean this against something else now. I'm gonna lean it against my heart, because I know it's gonna sustain me throughout this apocalyptic world that we find ourselves in. It's almost serene to have this much food available to you at one time. It's almost like mowing your own lawn with a riding lawnmower. No more manual pushing with all those blades you gotta sharpen, and then Granddad gets mad when you don't sharpen them. That was a whipping. But that's okay. He also taught, wow, the Raiders are back. They found a diesel generator, but I think it's running out of gas. So they can't operate their super ray gun to take out my hideaway hole. That's fine. But I'm feeling pretty good because it's my birthday, and I have USA right there in the back, and my salvaged American flag that I found at a volleyball tournament, or at least what was once a volleyball tournament. That's okay. I'm gonna get a little more applesauce. I can really feel the scurvy go away. Gotta make sure. I do have enough bullets for at least 8 Raiders right now. I'm gonna have to make some more after this maid's done cooking up. But it's okay. I'm gonna get a little more cocoa. I almost went for a cracker. You saw that. It's just me being silly. But I will go for a cracker now. It's good. Some say it's not polite to talk with your mouth full, but I say it's more of a compliment. I really like the food and I enjoy your company, and I'd like to tell you more about what's going on. That's how communication works. You should give and take. Sometimes the stories aren't as interesting as others, but everyone's world is full of madness in some degree. Man, that's good. Well, you can really feel how hot that is. It's amazing. I think it's only been 4 minutes. Wow, my producers have informed me that it's actually been well over 20 minutes, and this is almost completely burnt. My producers have told me it's been almost 20 minutes, and my main is almost completely burned, but I do enjoy a little bit of char. I'm gonna get a little bit more of my lemonade. It tastes almost homemade. Now time to get into this. Remember from before, it was Mexican style chicken stew. You might have had a grandparent or two make this for you in your home. Those are what you call good times. Always remember them. Oh, disodium inosinate. That's almost unpronounceable, but I gave it my best, and I hope that was informative. Now, oh, that's hot. I want to give it a good Alabama shake, as I heard someone say one time. So I decided to say it too. I'm paying homage to this fella. He was a good man, unlike that horrible, awful man from Russia. Oh, look at that. I'm just going to lay that out on a tray. Oh, and it's important to note, do not drink the water that's left over. It's horribly, it's filled with chemicals that'll kill you. Don't drink it. Just don't drink it, okay? I'll drink it. We're gonna set that to the side. Wow. Here we are at our main dish. It's important to kind of knead it again. I'm going to show you my technique. I start with the pinky, ring finger, middle finger, forefinger, forefinger, middle finger, middle finger, middle finger. That's how I do it. I start over here and I go over there. And now it's ready to be consumed. It's almost too amazing. Oh, the other thing Granddad taught, never have a meal with your gun exposed. You might get spaghetti sauce all over it, and then Grandma will yell at you. She doesn't like wasted sauce. In the olden days, they had tabletops made out of biscuits. They were really good and fluffy. But you had to consume them quick, otherwise bugs would get at them. And there wasn't enough butter at the time. Oh man, I've managed to open it. I didn't have to sacrifice anyone to open this one this time. That's another joke I like to tell. People don't understand what I'm trying to do here. Some say I don't even understand what I'm trying to do here, but if I can inform anybody of anything, here's information from me to you. I hope this is helpful. Oh, perfectly clean spoon yet again. So now we're really going to dig in here. Wow. Look at that. It is a real chunk of chicken. I haven't seen a chicken lay an egg, have you? It's what I call a conspiracy theory. Because where do eggs come from if you don't see it come from where they say it comes from? Am I correct in my assumption? You can go ahead and leave a comment. That bite was tender and lukewarm. And again, I'm getting notes of dullness and thirst-provoking salts. I'm a little disappointed that the chicken didn't come with any eggs. I would have liked to seen that. It's been ages. But still, this is quite the JoeMRE. Look at that. Let's take another bite here. I want to be sad. There we go. Put your spoon down. Well, I'm going to put our main right here. Look at that. See, that's what you call good food, as opposed to bad food. But this has been JoeMRE. Thank you for listening to me review this Menu 15 Mexican style chicken stew. I've really enjoyed making this video for you, and I hope that somewhere out there you can maybe pick up a few survival tips, or maybe even entertain someone you find along in your journeys. Sometimes making friends is okay. Other times it will get you in trouble. I've had quite a few experiences myself. My trust levels are very low, but that's fine. This is the great equalizer. If you don't trust someone, make sure you have one on you handy. But anyways, don't ever provoke any violence. Only self-defend. It's the best advice I can give you. But, you know, I mean, to each your own, I guess.